talked about the game 2 years ago, how everything's different, obviously with different teams. But asking Dion and Zion, they remember the crowd. That really stuck out to them. What else do you remember about that game 2 years ago and how you were able to have a little bit of success on the road?
I think, anytime you go on the road in the SEC, the crowd and the noise and the environment is something for these players, if they've never been there, that's going to be something they remember, because they're all unique and very impressive in their own way. And so it's always a great challenge to go on the road in the SEC. And other than that, I don't take a whole lot of stock from the last time we played them. Different teams. We always look at concepts, for years and different teams. We watch an awful lot of film and try to put our players in the best position.
I think you're 6-6 in your last 12 league road games. Anything in particular you think that's made you do that well on the road?
I'm not sure. I think it takes a really, strong mindset. Our guys got to be really focused. I think the talking point, as the past couple of weeks is about the disciplined execution, about really focusing and doing things. And our guys want to play hard. They're always, inspired to play on Saturday. It's about how detailed we are and how we execute in critical moments. Just the way we're built, we're going to be in a lot of close games. And so we have to make sure we stick to that plan and follow it and do the very best we can at critical moments. As I tell them, you can play 95% of the game extremely well, play 5% and lose that game. You see it all the time. We see it, we see it on Sundays, we see it on Saturdays, we see it everywhere. And I think we're all trying to constantly have our guys very aware of what's going on, but bottom line is you got to make plays in critical moments.
I heard Charles Walker say that sometimes on the road for early game you would wake him up with a boombox going up and down the...
Oh yeah, we'll wake them up. We're going to make sure they're awake. We get them going, and I've been harping on it all week. With getting sacrificing, doing a little extra, trying to get a little extra sleep, and because that's an early morning.
Obviously, getting pressure on the quarterback is important every week, but to make Dart uncomfortable, to not let him just sit back and hit his guys for explosive plays, what's the key to making him uncomfortable?
Each team is unique. Everybody wants to affect the quarterback, whether it's different, coverages, pressure. Anytime there's people pressuring him, even if they're not getting sacks, if they're in front of them or giving them bad vision, that's affecting the quarterback. Mixing up coverages is hard as well. I think this team, the challenge that they have is you have to play with numbers in the box. It gives them a pretty clear look. And so, some of our, defenses where we're disguising in zone pressuring and mixing up looks can be dicey against a quarterback like this, the way they can play action pass on first down. So I think it's this game's going to be, really important for us to win some one-on-one matchups, because you got to put a body on a body.
I know you have a lot to do with the defensive game plan even now, but going back to even your defensive coordinator days, how much did you enjoy kind of the challenge of going up against a really elite offenses, kind of give you an idea to like a chess game?
I think it's always, it's always a great challenge. We don't have to look very far to find our challenges this week, so kind of used to that challenge at this point, and we'll embrace that, and and that's why just one of the last messages. We'll meet with our team tomorrow morning, but tonight they have to have a real strong mindset and a strong belief, and they got to be really dialed into the little things.
We'll talk about going on the road for the first time. Several of your guys this week have said they kind of like that environment, like that us against the world.
Yeah.
As a coach, do you learn things about your team the first time on the road, how they kind of rally together?
Yeah, I think it's I think the first time you go on the road, like I mentioned, I think there's some guys that have never been in that situation before that are going to play. Some guys have come from smaller schools, some guys are playing as freshmen. Some guys aren't used to this environment, and so we'll learn a little bit about them. Certainly with a team like this that plays exceptionally fast and likes to start fast, and it's hard to replicate their speed. and the way they execute. You know, sometimes they could jump out on you, and we can't flinch. I mean, you gotta settle down and continue to play the game. It's a four-quarter game, and I think that's a big piece of it. Not that we want to start slow. I mean, but they clearly want to start fast. And they start fast.
You years ago, you got up 14-0 in the first quarter in that game 2 years ago, but you kind of withstood the storm there in your contest. How important is that dealing with adversity?
Yeah, I think it's really important. You know, when you're on the road, you're going to deal with adversity. The fans are going to go crazy. It's going to be wild, and you know, and we just got to get back to high discipline, focus, execution, doing the job, making plays. There's nowhere to hide in big games. I mean, you got to make plays. I mean, you got to man up, and you know they're very good, and they're going to put you on islands and on both sides, and you got to be able to win.
Everybody good?
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.